Hello, and welcome back to our video series on Power BI Basics. Today we're going to be covering how to create hierarchies and show and hide columns in the Power BI data model. If you haven't watched any of the earlier videos in this series, why don't you go ahead and watch them now because they build on top of each other, and we've covered such things as Power Query, DAX, and we've done the basics of data modeling too. All right, so let's jump in. Hierarchies. So in Power BI, you can create different hierarchies, and you can do this by going into Model View, and right here I have the sales and returns V2019-12 data model from Microsoft Open. And if you just Google this file name right here, you will see it come up and load. But and you can download it from their GitHub. But yeah, so why are hierarchies important? Well, they allow you to build visuals more dynamically, and they allow you to better organize your data model. How do you create a hierarchy? Well, honestly, it's pretty simple. You just right-click a column that you want to create a hierarchy, and you go create a hierarchy. Once you have a hierarchy, you can then go ahead and you can add columns. And you can do that two ways. Either you can click this little drop down over here, or you can drag them in. So like for example, I can drag product in here, and I can also drag, or I could add segment by clicking on the category hierarchy and then clicking here and then going add segment. And I can reorder these. So if I wanted to go segment, category, product, right, you can create the hierarchy. Very similar to the way that we have some table properties or some column properties. You can also go ahead and you can define those properties right here. And you can also hide or show it. So that might have you wondering though, I now have created this fancy hierarchy, and let's rename it from category hierarchy to product hierarchy, right? You probably don't also want in your data model the product and then the segment showing, and it looks like segment didn't quite add into that one. So you probably don't also want the segment showing or like the product column showing. How can you hide those? And you can do that very simply, either by clicking the column and then turning on is hidden, or by clicking this eye. So we already have segment in a column, so we're going to hide it. We already have product in a column, so we're going to hide it here, and we already have category in a column, so we're going to hide it here. And what does hiding do? Well, it hides it from your end users when they're interacting with the data model. So like let's just say you were publishing out a more broad semantic model, would go ahead and hide it. But yeah, you've now created a product hierarchy. So now when I go into over here and I go to create a new screen, what I can do is I can go ahead and I can click or drag in a matrix right here, and then I can bring in my hierarchy. And there we go. There's my hierarchy. And if I bring this into a matrix, right, here it is. And I can drill down into it, and I can actually see what I've built. So that's hierarchies, and that's how you hide and show columns. And if you notice over here when I'm building, right, I'm not seeing the columns that I hid. All right, that's a pretty quick one for today. If anything I explained isn't clear, feel free to leave a comment. I'm happy to help, and I'm still learning how to best do these tutorials, so I'm also always happy for feedback. But if you're interested in learning about Power BI or growing with us, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.